Thank you very much. It's great to be here tonight, particularly for the first time talking in front of a former boss of mine, Don Beyer, who I know loved his job as Lieutenant Governor, and I know I will too. I never thought that I would be standing here as a candidate. I supported good men for 25 years in Virginia. But after Donald Trump was elected and no woman was running, I had to step up. Because why? Virginia is for lovers, not haters. And that's why I'm here. Thank you. You know, as I mentioned, I've been involved in Virginia politics for over 25 years. I managed Chuck Robb's race against Oliver North. Hard fought, as you know, and we beat that back. Then I got a call from Joe Biden to be his Chief of Staff in the United States Senate. Then I got a call from the Honorable Don Beyer to run his campaign for governor. After that, I decided it was time to do my own small business, representing a variety of Virginia companies, federally and locally. But I found something was missing in my life. And what that was my engagement with you all, the grassroots, and working on our democratic values every day. So, with Mary Sue Terry, the only woman ever elected statewide in Virginia, and I started something called the Farm Team. And for 4 years, we traveled the state on our own nickel, on our own time, training women to run for office and to be better advocates and better citizens of the Commonwealth. After that, I turned around and folded that into something that's now called Emerge Virginia. And I have trained myself over 300 women to run for office in Virginia, and we've elected quite a few. I want to tell you real quick about two stories that are most important to me. One was several years ago when Mayor Joan Foster of Lynchburg was running for re-election. She withstood scurrilous attacks from Jerry Falwell Jr. trying to take her out. This woman and other women involved with the Farm Team said, we can't let this stand. So we wrote op-eds, we went down to Lynchburg, we made phone calls, we went door to door, and everyone said to us, don't do that. If you rise up against Jerry Falwell, he'll beat us. But we were not deterred. So what do you think happened on election day? Not only did she win, but she won by more votes than she had won in the past. And that's the kind of spirit I want to take this year. In addition to that, we helped to let the youngest woman ever elected to City Council in Hopewell, Virginia, a 29-year-old African-American woman named Jasmine Gore, and today she's vice mayor. But the last 2 years, I haven't been so much involved in politics. My pops, who raised me, passed away of dementia. He was one of 13 children who worked in the steel mills of Pittsburgh, and he was the only one to go to college on the GI Bill. And he taught dance at Arthur Murray, and I didn't get that gene, unfortunately. But he married my mom, and they had a lovely life for several years. She was diagnosed with breast cancer and died when I was 9. And my pops raised me to be the strongest, smartest person I could be, and that I could do anything if I wanted to. So all you men in the room who have daughters and wives and sisters, thank you for empowering them the way my pops empowered me. In addition to that, nearly a year and a half ago, my stepdaughter, who my husband and I had supported financially, her and her 2 children for the last 10 years, died of addiction. And while that was sad, I was glad we were there for our grandchildren. And one thing that my granddaughter said to me, which sounds kind of silly, but it's very poignant today, is she heard me on the phone with my husband saying I needed to get my tire changed on my car. And I hung up, and she, as she describes herself, she said she was a know-it-all teenager. She said, Grandma Susu, as a feminist, you should change your own tire. And I thought about it for a minute, and I thought, you know what, Kristen, as a feminist, I have a choice, and I choose not to change that tire. So, isn't that what this is all about? Is being able to have choices in life? And that's why I'm running, is I think everybody deserves the opportunities to put food on the table and the roof over the head, and that's what Joe Biden and Don Beyer and Chuck Robb taught me. But I will tell you, I want to close the opportunity gap with an opportunity platform. And because of what's happened in my life, I'm putting forward a particular member of the governor's cabinet for children. I met some women and men out in the Roanoke Valley, and they said, you're the first politician who's ever come to talk to us. And I said, what do you need to help? And she said, we need to know where our services are. And that's why I'm proposing this cabinet level post, so that they do know where the services are. As a member of the Virginia Tourism Corporation Board, I was in Irvington, Virginia, when a man came and threw down a gold-painted oyster and said, we've let Maryland take the crab from us, let's not let them take the oyster. And you know what happened. We have oyster trails now with lots of jobs. Ralph knows this. Small businesses. And what else happened? The oysters cleaned the water. So good things happen. And I think when you run for office, it's important to have something that you really want to do. I never thought I would do this, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to have something that I really want to do. And one is to help children, and one is to create those golden oyster shells all across the Commonwealth and all the different communities that we have. So I'll leave you with one more thought, because I'm getting pulled off. There have been 40 lieutenant governors in the Commonwealth. 6 Johns, 4 James, 2 Roberts, 1 Don, 1 L. Douglas, no Mary, Louise, or Susans. And I want to be the first Susan that will beat transvaginal Jill Vogel in the fall. Thank you so much. I hope you vote for me tonight. Thank you.